The high point man. We have the first thing we're gonna do is the rehearsal and the pattern. The high point man. So my first question is, how many of you were able to watch the video that I sent out?
I did not, Anna.
Okay, no
I
worries.
told you why.
Yep, no
Um,
worries. But did anyone else?
I have not.
Okay. Um, okay. Me and what you think we can do then, and we must pass this up and
Yeah, or do you want to kind of summarize? Do you want to summarize some of it, and maybe that's kind of putting you on the spot? It's whatever you want to do.
okay. No, I can summarize it. So, those of you who didn't watch the video, so basically I talked about what leadership is. With leadership is basically the ability to organize, and run an organization or group of people. And then I talked about, like knowing your responsibility, like before you say yes to any opportunity, make sure you know your responsibility. For example, like I said earlier in the video, I am the president of people first, and before I took that opportunity, I made sure I knew one, how much time would I need to commit to be in the hub, and then what am I responsible to be doing. So for example, I found out that I would have to be at one a month meeting, and then I would have to create the PowerPoint for every meeting, and then run those meetings. So I knew that, hey, am I capable of doing all those things? Yes or no? And then it's also important that you want to do it too, because I know I'm a person that says yes to a lot of things because I want to be busy, but I also know that that's not suitable for everyone. So when picking out a opportunity, you want to think, do I want to do it? And also, do I have the support needed to do it? So those are two very important things. And then I talked about how to use the support or to think about each opportunity that you are given, and what each one is required, and do you have the ability to do it. So that was basically the video topic. Does anyone have any questions on that? Or man, you have anything to add?
I think that it's really good. So I think like what seems to be the most critical, the final question in red at the bottom, based on the summary, maybe feedback on what people think is the most critical. Or I know like Brent, for instance, you just served in a leadership role for Disability Rights Day. What was one of the things you had to think about before you committed to doing that?
Before I started to commit to DLRD, sorry, I was on the phone call.
That's okay.
But you guys, um, before
So,
I can mention anything, I try to know that I'm able to do the job. I try to know that, hey, are you responsible enough to do that? Are you responsible enough to be at these meetings and be good at home? And it was so much more than just coming to those DLRD meetings.
mm-hmm.
It was every day, for every day out of all those months, I had to be good so I can even go. And I made a decision, and my decision was this, was to do the best I could every single day so I could go on that trip. And you know what happened? I went on that trip, I spoke in front of hundreds of people, and I received the governor's motion prize.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know, but I know another thing for you, what you had to make when you were and available at the time with another thing that I about to mention that I put in the video is the importance of knowing your other commitment.
It was, I just
Mm-hmm.
want to add to that. I work for the City of Republic, and I am a manager at my job.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big responsibility when you are manager
Mm-hmm.
of your job. You gotta make sure it's done every day. Even if you are not on it, you need to go back and check your teamwork's work to make sure they do it right. Because if they don't do it right, huh,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get in trouble, not them, you, because you're the manager and that's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jared or Chris, not to put anybody on the spot, but does anybody else have like just feedback on things they keep in mind before you decide to take a leadership position? All right, not seeing anything in the chat either, so.
I'm gonna move on then. So
All
next
right.
slide, please. So now we're gonna talk about the tool that I met with. It's made by Hoarding My Bike and it's from the support for one of my favorite tools. So before we do our own support for this move, I thought I would talk about mine a minute. So, like I said, I am a disability advocate and I do a lot of advocacy work in my local community. In addition to that, I also have cerebral palsy, which makes it really, really hard for me to move around without assistance. So I use the support tool to make sure that I met the right opportunity and the right support. So I'm going to do a middle summary of each category here. So material blue up here at the top is the personal safe and active. When you are filling out the report or you want to think about what are you good at and what things do you own that might be access to your ability to do your job. So for me, I'm really organized. I'm really personable and good at talking to people. I also have the ability to edit video, morph things, have mastermind and branding skills. I am also a really good advocate, and like to use those to help other people advocate, and I do understand the social media I do understand the social media algorithm, so that helps me kind of market myself and all that. And going on to the red, before I move on, does anyone have any questions about what you might put in the blue area? No?
Did you ask if people have questions about what to put in the blue area? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could go. What I'm good at, right? Is that what we're talking about?
We'll talk about that in a minute, but I asked if anybody had questions about what to put in now. Brent, are you good?
No.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I think he said he's good.
Okay. So moving on to the red area with the technology. So what technology do you currently own that can help you do your leadership skills? So I said video editing, marketing and branding software, email, middle drive, senator, calendar, and my camera. But here you can also put a power wheelchair or maybe a walker or make your mobility aid. I personally do not, but I have seen other people put that in the area of technology, so you could. Moving down directly below, community based, and I think the hardest thing, the bottom two are the most confusing because yes, a lot of things to know into both of them, but I'll mention that in a second. But community based is like the places you know all the time. So if you needed help and didn't have anyone else or needed somewhere that they know you, where would you go? So I put what relations do you have? I put common down society with a Down syndrome nonprofit that I have connections with, so I know if I needed a reference for a leadership opportunity, I can definitely talk to them. I also put accessibility with a disability pride festival here at Institute. I'm a part of the school community resource. I both perform pretty much every day, so they know me. And the same with Corner and my most pet one. So those are places that I can know if I ever needed help or anything like that. And then you get into the main part of the form, which is very tricky. Eligibility report. So these are things that because you have a disability, you're able to receive these services. And this is where community-based and eligibility reports can overlap a little bit, and that's time you have to kind of decide which one of these categories is best for what you're putting in. So, SSI, which is Social Security Income, yep, and this minute for a minute. Living hours, which is, well, I met my in-home support so I have an in-home aide that can help me on a daily basis. I needed it. St. Louis Rock with man. How would you define St. Louis Rock?
Sorry, couldn't find my mute. Defining St. Louis Arc, kind of like a service provider organization. So like, empower, there's SILs, like the Services for Independent Living Centers, which are like Paraquat and Empower and Springfield, but it's similar to that, has a lot of resources.
People who with a people with disability, kind of therapy with middle fact about me. I'm an adaptive process writer, so that's what that is. And then my founder society with the disabled woman empowerment society that I belong to. So does anyone have any questions about community-based or accountability as far as what to know in here? No, woman. Okay. So, my next question is important for, oh no.
Oh, sorry, I was pulling up the PDF. Do you want me to put the PowerPoint up again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
One more,
There you
try.
go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. My next part of the report for the remaking stuff. So, look for people that you know. So I'm gonna go to the very thing obvious. My brother, my aunt, my grandparents, my best friend, my old teacher, coworker, mentor, and volunteer. So that is kind of my report for in a nutshell. And now I thought that we could create our own. We made into leadership. We made into leadership. Hi, man, you wanna pull it up? Okay. So we'll start at the top, man. Isn't okay. So what hey, what access you think someone would need to have if they wanted to be a leader?
They would have to have discipline.
Discipline. Definitely. Anyone else? I know I would probably put 1 and 9.
Organized.
Hmm.
And you might just have to, other people just with the share screen, since I'm monitoring, you might just have to shout out your answers. Don't worry about, we'll worry about if we're talking over each other later, but for now you can just shout them out. Oh, my dog hasn't.
A rule follow, somebody who follows rules.
Oh, that's good.
I never thought about that one, but that's a good one.
Yeah, that is.
Committed. They're committed to the work.
Committed. Oop, can't spell that. Jared or Christy, or I can't remember the name of the iPad person. Molly, is that what you said your name was?
Yes. Loyal? I don't know.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Honest. Hardworking.
Yeah. This is a good one. Does anyone have anything else? Or do you want to move on to Minna? put them on.
Christine, I know you got some good ones. Help us out here.
I don't know. Jared, did you have any or Christy?
Yeah, being able to adapt to difficult situations.
Responsible.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to technology. Email. I would say. And maybe my computer personal device, but I know not everyone has that. I don't know if we would even want to put that in a form.
My laptop is probably the main
Yeah.
thing I use the most. Knowing how to use Zoom.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But knowing
Zoom.
how point, knowing but knowing how point might know under the blueprint print. Like knowing how to use them. That would be under the blueprint. No, man, one blueprint. The blueprint at the top. Yeah.
What about, I was thinking, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Moon dry. You need me to type it in.
Say it one more time.
Moon dry.
Yeah, would you type it?
Yep.
Now, would you like my photography being technology, Emma?
Yeah. Google Drive. Yeah.
If you, well, it depends on what leadership what leadership opportunity you'd have. So him is definitely in technology, yeah.
So what I do is I'm a photographer on the side. I've done 2 photography shoots. I'm gonna do some photography for a company, and I'm also doing another photo shoot coming up. So
Oh, cool.
when you are a photographer, you have to lead and set the mood and set the position of the people.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be a beautiful opportunity.
It's a really good one.
When I'm when I have a whole webinar about leadership opportunity in the future.
Go down.
Yeah,
Oops.
I mean, somebody put in the chat that
Oh, yeah.
the taken software healing and
A mouse stick.
Healing aids and mouse stick.
Perfect. Yeah. Those are good ones.
Anna,
Yeah.
sorry, man. Hey guys, I could watch the chat for you guys if you need my help doing that.
Yeah, that would be very helpful.
And glasses. Yeah. Great.
And then so now moving on to community based. I would put St. Louis off. in here, and then people talk.
East of Silverman West.
Church and school, I see from Christy.
Yeah.
I got the chat, man. I got it. I got it for you. I got your guys' back.
What else?
Community based.
College.
Maybe my community channel.
What about when it's available, like a city bus system or transportation? Would that go under community based?
If between transportation wouldn't be your neighborhood, then yeah.
What
Like-
about YMCA?
Yeah.
Good enough group?
Yeah. Definitely.
Sorry guys, I'm drinking my coffee.
No, you're good. I had
Where would, Anna, where would like, I'm just thinking of, there's so many, free webinars and like things like this, like things that you can sign up for and engage in. Would that go in there?
I almost feel like this one would be out of like this would probably be out of ability. Because like you have to be a supporter or able to participate in this. But like if the webinar didn't have any criteria, it would go into community based. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It didn't have the disability out of criteria, then it would be in community based.
Mhm.
I know it's really hard. Out with one though. Wow.
You're doing a great job, Anna, man.
Yeah.
You
Thanks.
guys are making a good team.
Because teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
And we ran out of room in that square, so 5K.
Yeah.
LOL.
5Ks. They're,
Yeah.
they're good. Good facility.
Amen.
All right, 5K. Cool.
And so now my own ability. I feel like St. Louis would know over there too, in a way.
I think I'm not the exact person, but I'm pretty sure there's some stuff there that's eligibility specific and some that would be community based. So I think it could go both places.
And could you explain that to me? I don't understand what that means.
Own ability.
Yeah, can someone tell me what?
So own ability. I always explain it and then the end you can add to it. Own ability a service or item that you receive because you are disabled in this thing. Man, you wanna add to that or
I'm typing it in the chat because I thought that was actually perfect. Yeah, so it's just something that you are eligible for. So in this sense, you're talking about things that you qualify to receive because of a trait you have. And you could also think about, yeah, of course, like disability specific, but maybe there's like, think if you were going to college and they were only accepting scholarship applicants from Southwest Missouri. You're only eligible if you're from Southwest Missouri. So there might be
Right.
resources available to you because of a number of things, not just disability.
Christine said we all. Jill said
Mhm.
ADA accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
could all support disability walking accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
Christine said a Pell Grant.
yeah. What
Mm-hmm.
about people who?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What about Easter seals?
Mm-hmm.
that would go there. Yeah. What about stepping stone? A snap, stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
Or home court.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Of course, in Bolivar, isn't it?
Yeah. You should know your from Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know everything about that town. So
There's not too much to know. I was gonna say it didn't take a long time.
So,
I'd be curious, and maybe it's just me, so but what are some things maybe that you're eligible for due to another part of your identity, not just that you're a self-advocate or have a disability, because there's other things that are available to you potentially that can help with leadership.
some things.
who
Um,
I have one. My arm pointing my back training I'm out of when I'm in bathroom.
Okay.
I am an ambassador. I am a secretary. I am a Missouri State lead. I am at work. I can drive almost anything that we own.
That's really
I,
good. You're eligible. So I don't know. I would see that like you're eligible to drive things because of licenses that you have,
no,
right?
no, I don't have licenses.
Okay.
Just allow me to drive the Gale, the mower, the
Mhm.
tractors, all that stuff.
And I know how to do CPR, so I'm eligible for that too.
That's a good one.
I don't have any.
Citizenship, that's in the chat. That's a good one, Christine. Sorry, I'm adding commas because I ran out of room here.
I know they
Um,
need to make them better. I keep telling them that to do that.
Mobile account, maybe? Would mobile account go in there? Able account, I mean?
oh, yeah, that's an eligibility specific. That's a good one. I missed one. Oh, CPR
Yeah.
from Anna.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I'm talking too much.
No, these are really great ideas. This is good.
And then I have a dog. I'm out of my APA vet tail program. I adopted him now. So,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be certified in one specific thing, but I don't know what it is yet.
you can take my bathroom training before you might want you'd like it.
I
Yeah,
don't think there's any more seats. I think all the seats been taken.
we can follow up on that. There's probably some resources or other deadlines.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking at work, like one
Oh,
certification at work that I can take that would make me better. Being a manager of all the bathrooms and stuff is my job. My job is cleaning everything to the offices to the bathrooms. Those are my response. There's not a certification for that, but I've been doing it for about 2 years now. So yeah,
okay, but
yeah, that's good.
I want me to move on from the next point of the course. So, we may himself. I would say definitely your co-workers with the people you work with.
I am a brother.
Mm-hmm.
family member in the past.
Mhm.
I am my best friend.
Mhm.
I am my son.
So
I am my
what
ex-
relation you have?
Yeah. So like people you have, you know, Anna, you mentioned something earlier. Would Henry be a relationship or would he be like
He
technology?
should be.
Uh,
One day,
relationship. Yeah, he'd be in relationship.
Okay.
mentor,
How
Joe
much
said,
fun
Hang on.
adults or Pat
Mhm.
mentor daycare? I think that meant but I'm not.
Yeah, daycare was in, I put it in like eligibility specific. I could see it going in relationships.
My daycare teacher. Pat.
Mhm.
what about dating?
Mhm. Yeah, if you had a dating relationship.
Not me right now. I'm still looking, but one day she's coming. I know it.
Yeah. That's
I
a good
know it.
one. Dating. I don't know, Jared or Molly or Christine or
There is
mentors. Jared put in the relationship
mentors.
mentors.
No. Self-advocate.
Volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What about coworker?
I'm putting that one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I always mess up advocates. There we
a
go.
team member.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about like support a skilled worker, like a support staff,
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
caregiver.
Yeah.
caregiver?
I'm putting a lot of people refer DFP, but whatever we want to put.
Pastors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A sponsor. Sponsor would be in there. A someone you can just go to and just talk about whatever is on your mind.
So my therapist then
Mm-hmm.
therapist met me and finished me.
Who is muting me all the time every time I try to talk?
What's happening? Are you mute? You're not muted right now.
No, but every time I say something, it mutes me. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Someone's trying to make me be quiet.
I think maybe something's happening with your computer.
At least we're not doing new moms.
Yeah, I know. I was like, it's not anything short of a Zoom bomb is like, I'm good.
Yeah.
What is a Zoom bomb?
What I'll tell you on the email later what happened to honey.
Yeah, this is really good.
Really good. I love it. So that is what report for, and I will email it out so everyone has a training. Man, you wanna send that to me?
We did good. I love your cup. I was gonna buy that from Starbucks, but
Yeah. Man, you wanna go back from a PowerPoint whenever?
and
Sorry, I didn't
I
realize
know
I was muted. Hang on just a minute, Brent. Okay, is that
Go ahead.
working? Wait,
Yep.
slideshow from beginning. Sorry, from current slide. There you go.
So now that we did that, Samnita, anyone have any questions about it or any questions about leadership in general?
how did you become such a good advocate and a good leader?
So a little bit about my advocacy money. are you asking me?
I'm asking you how you became
What?
such. I'm asking you how you became such a great advocate for self. You astound me every day, and you don't even know.
Who you're asking me about my advocacy money?
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
Correct.
Okay, so how I started was when I started to realize that people did not understand that my disability was not a mental disability, and that I could understand what everyone else was saying or doing or wanting me to do. So I ended up picking up my camera and picking up my camera and recording video. And then after that, just my personal disability advocate that I hired recommended that I withdraw with my multiple people capital, which in turn led me to all these wonderful other opportunities. So that's how I kind of became an advocate with no intention of doing it by social media. So that's pretty fun. And if anyone else has any questions regarding leadership? No? Okay, so our next webinar will be the third Wednesday, April, whatever that date is, that when our next webinar will be, and the video will be up on April 1st, with I will send out to everyone who is registered for that particular webinar. With a reminder, you do have to register for each individual topic, and the April topic will be how to conduct yourself in meetings. So, man, can you pop my website into the chat or I can?
Mhm. Yes, I can. Give me just a second. I'll stop share if that's okay.
Yep. So you can know if you haven't already. You can know. You can go to my website and sign up to the next webinar and make sure you get all the resources prior to the next one, as well as after this webinar if you cannot make that one. Plus, I will be sending out this recording so you can watch it later, as well as the report for that we filled out, and the video as well, so you can watch that if you would like. And a side note, my video on my YouTube channel do not have subtitles. However, they do have the PowerPoint in the back with everything that I am saying. So does anyone have any questions before we end this webinar?
Yeah, I do. Leander, you got 5 minutes to talk to me.
I won't after this, but we can touch base tomorrow.
But I do if that helps. But I don't
We
know.
can talk.
I don't know if that helps.
You what?
If me and Anna could stay home.
Yep, I said this is my room account. Woman blend.
I have a question, Anna.
Yeah.
If people wanted to like share this with other groups that they're in or people they think would like it, what's the best way to do that?
So
Well,
you can email me and I can send you my file. Or if you would like to send out this particular webinar and information, you can do that too. Or email me with any questions. Man, my email in the chat. Well, you'll probably going to the email from me anyway. If you're
Yeah.
in the webinar. But that's the best way is to email me and I can send you the file and the website link to sign up. And then whoever wants to sign up from your organization can do so that way.
On yt@gmail. Okay, making sure I got it right here. Email.com.
Yeah.
yeah, that's whole email.
Anyone else have any questions? Or anything that I can help you with?
Well, I just want to say thank you for you two for teaching us
Yeah.
how to be better. This will help me
You're
be.
welcome. You're welcome, Maren. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Always, she always
Jared
did a
got me
good
signed
job.
up for all the rest of the webinars. Jared got me all signed up for 'em.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
So thank you, Jared.
Bye, Molly.
Yeah. Bye everyone. I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too, Anna.